adding a little bit of Crimson Lake to my burnt umber just to darken these areas and start building some of the darkest darks. I'm up to a number 8 brush. And every now and then I'll go get a little bit of blue just to really darken up. Like right now, a little bit of blue just to darken up. Everything's relatively wet, so it really is mixing nicely. Right here is my darkest dark. And while it's damp and wet, it's the best time to get some of these darks in there. You don't want to do this tightly. You want to just be sketchy with your brush. Okay, I am going back to the liner with a little bit of burnt umber and the darkest dark, which is a mix of green and cobalt and Crimson Lake. I'm going to start pulling some of this downward. And this is just going to feel so strange. But it's really kind of fun. So anywhere you have like a puddle, go ahead and pull it through. And when you need to thicken, just press down on that brush and use it for why it was created. I'm enjoying it. And it's possible I'll have to put these kinds of things in a little later, but I'm starting to find my way down into the sand because there's a lot going on down there. Again, being very sketchy, not trying to be too exact. The whole idea is to drag the paint around until you get what you want. So back to the green, I'm using Viridian and Permanent Yellow. It's giving me a nice green. Back to the larger brush. I want to put it in a little heavier, right through here. This is the lighter green. So technically it'll be up at the top of the reeds. Now I'm going back to the liner and pulling it upward. Just so I have a variation of width and all the reeds are not the same size or width. And I'll start to pull it down into the sand. And this is just really fun for me. Surprisingly. I'm enjoying this brush. Back to the 8, adding a little blue. Still working wet, damp. Adding a little red. Too much red. You can see the paper is damp because of the way my brush strokes are going down. They're very soft. I'm using the tip of the brush to just get some different marks. So all my marks are a little different. And other than using the brush, I really haven't picked up any of my special effect tools. But let me just see how this would work. This is just scoring, and it's not bad. It's scoring the paper. It's metal. Okay, so you have to go where it's still wet so you can scrape off the paint. And it has to be there has to be enough paint there to scrape off. So let's just leave this as a start. There's plenty to do on this sand. And you're just gonna be real sketchy about this. I don't know. It's fun. Well, I think you really do have the idea of it now. And, you know, Now I have to tell you something. I am feeling a conflict of color between this and this and this. Not sure how that's going to play out for me. So anyway, maybe it would help if I just put this dark in. But remember, I think Kate made a valid point. We need to be able to enter into the painting. So don't close yourself off from the front. Okay, so let's just leave it there for now, and you all get started, and we'll see where we go with this.